Good afternoon, classmates. My name is Dantasia Barnes, and I am delighted to share my data analytics and visualization Google Charts project. So, just getting into this, I just want to first share the importance and how Google Charts can be helpful to different businesses and everything like that. So, it really does just enable visualization of data, help support data driven decision making, and provides data presentation through interactive and configurable charts. So today I will be displaying a medical supply company called D12, and just showing the trends of the medical supply business varying from their sales month to month, the supply and demand, and different things of that sort that we're going to get into. So first I just am going to start with my first chart right here. It is one of the simplest and most effective methods for arranging data in an understandable, structured manner. It's a table chart. So this is usually formed by organizing data into rows and columns. As we all know, we're really familiar with these kind of charts. It's one of the most basic charts. It's a flexible visualization technique that produces organized information, grids that are simple for consumers to browse. So this specific chart displays the sales during July and August for D12 Medical Supply. As we can see right here, there's different trends just looking from each week. So for each week, we see that July always exceeded what was made in sales from August. Just looking at this chart right here, we can see that. So a chart like this can really just help this business to see, okay, we clearly see what the trend was. We had more sales in the previous month than we do in August. So you can just, from there, see, okay, what can we do different? What was done different? And where do we go from here? Moving on to my next chart is a line graph. So a line graph is often familiar for many people as well, especially if you're a math person. So line graphs are really good at visualizing trends over time. So they're really helpful in the banking industry. They're therefore frequently used to show how stock is doing over a given time frame. So, excuse me. So this this specific graph right here is showing the supply demand curve of the medical supply company. We see they have the quantity and the price. And like I said, with this, we're just discussing the trend. So we started out with the bar chart looking at the sales over time, which I'll go right back up to. And so with this, we're trying to see, okay, so what caused this? What caused these sales? Where can we go from here? So looking at the supply demand curve, as we can see right here, the lower our price for each product, mind you, this medical supply company has a wide range of products varying from mask, different oxygen kits, what else? Just pretty much anything you can think of. Wheelchairs, bed-bound materials. So like I said, here we see that the lower that the prices are for the products, we had a greater quantity versus the more expensive products down here, we had a lower quantity, which usually is pretty much self-explanatory. A business usually can be more profitable off of selling lower or more cost efficient products versus more expensive products. So that is one thing that this business could have went back from looking at their July and August sales and compared that with the supply demand curve. Okay, what was more in demand? And that can also be done when there is a breakdown more of what exactly were these products purchased? How much did they go for? Do we have competition? A lot of businesses do compare their business to another business's products and how they're doing. So that is also another way this line graph can be used. Let's go to our third chart right here, which is a pie chart. So pie charts are mostly used in business to illustrate the relative contributions of several categories, which makes proportions and data composition simple to comprehend. So this pie chart right here specifically displays a percentage of customers by region. And this is by region because they have both in-store and online sales. So we see we have the Southeast, Southwest, Midwest, Northwest, and Northeast. A lot of these look pretty close in percentage, close percentage wise. So we see that we have the highest in the Southeast region, and then the lowest in the Midwest and Southwest is actually have the same percentage, which is 16.8, compared to the greatest, which is 24.8. So like I said, when a business go deeper in depth, when looking at a graph such as a pie chart, they can be able to go back and break down and see, okay, well, maybe what is our age population in, what is our age group within the region, this population region. So that may have an impact. Just studying different trends can overall be really beneficial with using a pie chart, just like the other charts that we have previously looked at. All right, let's see. We can go ahead and move on to our next chart, which is going to be a scatter plot. So with this one, we see that it is showing the satisfactory progress. So in order to visualize the associations between two variables, spot trends, patterns, and outliers, and ultimately support data-driven decision-making, scatter charts, also referred to as scatter plots, are useful business tools. So this specific chart right here shows the customer and patient's wait time when receiving services and their satisfactory score from a survey which is given right after the service. So from this, we can see that the longer the wait time, which shows the increase right here, the lower the satisfactory score. When the patients had shorter wait times, they had a higher satisfactory score. So this can also just contribute, just patient wait times, their satisfaction, that also contributes to sales eventually. So that's why I included this satisfactory progress chart, because this is a chart from research that I realized a lot of medical businesses use as well. So now let's see, we're going to go on to this chart right here is showing the average form of payment, which is very big in the medical industry, whether it's for a hospital, a clinic, a doctor's office, therapy, anything, and even a medical supply business, which we now see that this is based off of form of payment is very big. So this is displaying the average form of payment that customers use when purchasing medical supplies from D12 Medical Supply Company. So from this, we see the majority of the customers choose to pay out of pocket. Okay, so we have different forms of payment: Medicare, Medicaid, and then we have private insurance and self-pay, which is out-of-pocket pay. So like I said, we see the majority of the customers with this company choose to pay, well, it looks like it's somewhat a tie between, or a 1% difference. So we see self-pay, which is out-of-pocket. So I have to go back on what I said. Majority of the customers do not choose self-pay. They actually have a private insurance that is paying, because we have that at 33%, while self-pay is at 32%. When we look here at Medicaid, that is at 15%, while Medicare is at 20%. So this also is just another trend that's showing how the average form of payment is beneficial in just analyzing your data when it comes to having a business, or when businesses just want to go back to the drawing board to see, okay, what can we do different? So with all of these just coming together, we really just see the key importance of having charts to help guide or drive data for a business, how these businesses can help identify the trends and what steps may need to be taken for better outcomes in the future of that business. As we can see, all of the charts that I used here, so starting from the beginning, just starting with sales, each chart was just kind of a breakdown of what could impact these sales. So the form of payment, what else did we discuss? The region that the patients are in, their satisfactory progress, because like we said, that can affect whether they want to come back and do business with the company or not. And then just the overall supply and demand curve. You may have with this company, what the customer or patient is looking for, or you may not, so they may go elsewhere. This is a really great way to compare your data to your competition's data. So overall, the Google Charts is just really informative, and it just helps break down everything and make it simpler for you to understand. So I really like it personally myself compared to any other charts such as Excel or anything like that, because I just feel like it gives a better visualization. It's very accessible, it's easier to navigate. So that's why I really enjoyed using the Google chart versus using Excel, which a lot of people typically use for their charts. But yes, I found Google Charts to just be very beneficial, and I just honestly, it made me excited to be able to just do this assignment. And I know that with wanting to start a business of my own, that I will be able to look to use this. So thank you guys for joining, and I look forward to seeing everyone else's presentations as well. Bye.